Okay, so today we are going to deploy a Next.js app to S3 and CloudFront and then add GitHub Actions to it. So yes, this is the architectural diagram. So the developer pushes the source code to GitHub repository, and then the GitHub Actions workflow it starts out. Check out the repository, configure AWS CLI, build the repository, build the code, and then deploy it to S3 Bucket. And then it will go on to the CloudFront, and the users can access that resource from the CloudFront. So let us start. First, we will be creating a bucket. Let's call it Next.js deploy Next.js S3 CloudFront. And let's give my initials, and okay, let's see if this is available. This name is available. So we will choose the US East one, and we will disable the block all public access because we will be using this as a static website. Okay, I acknowledge. Bucket versioning is disabled. Server side, yes, this is by default. Okay, now let's go and create the bucket. Okay, now we will go to the properties, and in the very end we will be enabling this static website hosting, and in this we will have an index.js file, index.html file, and here we will be having 404.html. Okay, so now we save the changes. Let us go beyond, and as you can see, we have been given a URL for a static website. Okay, now for the permissions, we'll edit this bucket policy, and this will be our bucket policy. Let me just zoom it in. Public bucket, public read get object, effect is allow, principal is all, and action is to S3 get object, resource is given. Please change this, as this is from my last, and let me go through and copy this and paste it here. Paste it actually here. This is all of the URL. ARN. Okay. Now save. Let's save these changes. Save changes. Okay, now coming back to the objects, now we have to upload our repository here. So let's get back to the repository. Let me bring up my VS Code. Okay, so it's just a simple Next.js application. Okay, so npm run build. It should give us a output. As you can see, the build was successful and we have received an output of the file. This output folder will, and all the contents inside it will be uploaded to our S3 bucket. Now let us go and upload this. Upload out folder, and all the things that I have in here, I'll just drop the files here. It's easier. Now it, okay, now I will upload it. As you can see, we have uploaded all the files to S3. Now if we go to the properties and go to the static website hosting and click on this static hosted website link, so we will get our blog. And we can see that our pages are just working fine as expected. Okay, now what we have to do is we will go forward and we'll go towards the CloudFront. Open up a new tab, create a distribution, and as you can see, as I clicked it and it is giving me Next.js S3 CloudFront MNN that I created. We will be using the endpoint. Good, it has selected for us. It would be HTTP only. The name it has selected for us. Enable origin shield, it isn't necessary, but when it's a production we should enable the origin shield. We will be compressing the objects automatically. The viewer access we will redirect from HTTP to HTTPS. We will not be enabling the WAF here. Again, it's just a demo, but in the production we will have to enable the security protections. We will choose the use all edge locations. In the default root object, let us put index.html. Okay, now create a distribution. Okay, so now the CloudFront distribution has been deployed. So let me just check this. Copy, new tab, paste, and as you can see, I can get the blog, more stories. Yes, the routing is working fine. Good. Okay, so now moving forward, we will be going towards our project, and we will be adding a GitHub workflow in this file. Let's create a file here called .github/workflows/build-deploy build and deploy.yaml. It's a YAML file. So now let me go over this. We created a build and deploy YAML file in the .github workflows folder, and it will trigger on push in the main branch. Permissions, these are the permissions that are needed to interact with the GitHub's OIDC token endpoint. I will show you how to create one really, and then these are the permissions. The job build and deploy runs on Ubuntu latest, and these are the environment variables that we will be using in this file. Next.js dist, the build folder, which is the out folder in our repository. AWS region that we have selected as US East 1, S3 bucket, the bucket name. Let me show you the bucket name. This is a bucket name that we selected, and then we'll be given the CloudFront distribution ID, and this is the distribution ID of our project. Okay, moving forward, the steps are to check out, and then we'll be configuring the AWS credentials from AWS account, AWS credentials, and this is the role that we have to a role to assume for this action. Region we will have selected as AWS region US East 1. Moving forward, we will install the needed dependencies. It will install the dependencies, then it will build the static website through npm run build. At this moment it will spit out a out folder, and then that out folder, that Next.js dist folder, will be synced into the S3 bucket. So this is the AWS CLI command. From there, once we have sync that output file to the S3 bucket, now we will create an invalidation into the CloudFront. Obviously it will be doing it through AWS CLI. So we have given a CLI command, AWS CloudFront create invalidation. We have given the distribution ID and also all the paths. Okay, now we will be committing, and I will push this changes. GitHub workflow commit. Now that I have pushed the changes to GitHub, let us go to GitHub and see. We go to actions, and so as expected, our GitHub workflow is not deployed. It failed actually. So why it failed was, now we have to create a policy. We have to create a policy, and we have to attach that policy to our S3 bucket. So now we will be creating a policy. So we have created a S3 web access policy. This is the name that I chose, and let me show you the JSON of what this policy consists. As you can see, let me go into edit mode so it will be much easier to see. So this is the policy that I created in the S3 web access policy. There is a list object in bucket, all objects action, and invalidates CloudFront. And also I have given the ARN S3 of the bucket name. The bucket name is given here also. Okay, let me save it now. Save the changes. Now that we have created the S3 web access policy, now we will be going to the roles. We have created this GitHub to AWS OIDC, and in the edit trust policy I have included this policy here, and also given a repository name of the repository that we are working here. You can see, you can get it from here. And then let us update the policy. And in that policy we have also attached the policy that we created earlier, S3 web access policy. Now let us go in the actions and rerun. Set up the job, check out, configure AWS credentials from AWS account, install dependencies. Now it is building a static website. Let us see. Now it is copying files to S3 and validating, and the job has been completed. Yes, successfully completed. Now let us go to our CloudFront distribution and see that if it works. Yes, it is working now. The CloudFront distribution is working. Now what we will be doing is to check that our CICD pipeline, the GitHub workflows work as expected. We will be changing something, and what we will be changing is that we will be changing these author names. So let us change in our, we'll go to our, so we can find those authors here. Let's change this to Ali. Yasir. Let me save that, and let us change this to Dua. Okay, now let us commit these changes. Updated the names of authors, commit. Okay, so let us go to actions now and updated the name of authors. It is working. Let us see if it fails or passes. So our build is successful. Now let us go to the CloudFront distribution and let us see that our desired changes have been reflected. So yes, now the names of authors have been changed to Ali, Yasir and Dua. Now let us open it. Yes, we can see here it is also reflected our changes here. So that's about it.